Welcome to Sunday Mornings with Enlightenism. I'm Brother Malcolm.
I'm Sister Carolyn.
And we are here today to share Enlightenism with you, a new way to think and live on a bright, sunny Sunday morning. And Sister Carolyn is going to get us started. She's an Enlightenism practitioner, teacher, and workshop facilitator about one thing only: Enlightenism, the power in you to change how you think and live. Here's Sister Carolyn.
Thank you, Brother Malcolm. It's always so great having Brother Malcolm introduce me and me talking about Enlightenism. Enlightenism is my life. It's the way I live. And when I speak of a new way to think and live, it is really about taking occupancy in your own house, in your own mind. We all have an address that we go to, an address that we can give to people to come and visit us, an address that we can put on any application. But what I'm speaking about today is the Enlightenism address within you. That place where you live, move, and have your being. And when you wake up each morning of your life, you are in the same house. You don't move anywhere. Enlightenism is about a new way to think and live. It is about moving in your consciousness and understanding that you were born whole, perfect, and complete, faceless, formless, and colorless. It's very warm today. Faceless, formless, and colorless, and have everything that you will ever need for the journey. And all too often, we forget where we live. Enlightenism is a reminder of that. As an Enlightenism teacher and consciousness practitioner, my role in teaching and my role in sharing on this broadcast is to have you understand that you live from something, some thought, some belief. What are they? Do they belong to you? Do they belong to the address where you live? And not the physical address, not the house, not the building, not the street, but the home where you live. How comfortable are you making your home? What furnishings are you moving out to have your home be a livable place? And what I know is Enlightenism moves the furniture around in the mind. When we began to understand that we were born whole, perfect, and complete, faceless, formless, and colorless, and have everything that we will ever need for the journey. And when you understand that process of living, you understand then what you are living from and how you are living. The idea of Enlightenism is to wake up each day knowing that you are whole, perfect, and complete, faceless, formless, and colorless, and have everything that you will ever need for the journey. This is a point to always be driven home so that you understand where you are living, where you are moving, where your being is coming from in this day. The idea of Enlightenism is to live clearly, is to live peacefully, is to live from this consciousness that we were born with. It is to understand when you speak your name, that is the address where you live. And what is inside of you, the consciousness that you have within you is whole, perfect, and complete. And when we are not feeling good about something that is happening during the course of our life, we have the power within us to change how we think and live. And when you understand that, then you too can know that you are responsible for your life. You are responsible for what you put in. You are responsible for what you give out in this day. And so I say to you in this day, understand your living, understand your being, understand your doing, understand who you are. And we do this by taking responsibility for the way that we think and live. When you awake in the morning, do you awake thinking of all the work that you have to do, all of the things that you have to do in this day? Or do you awake fully knowing that within this life that you live, that you are responsible for everything that happens in your life? You are responsible for the beingness of who you are. You are responsible for understanding yourself. You are responsible for what you put out, what you take into this house and what you put out. Do you bring with you in the day, when you begin your day, do you bring as much joy to the day as you can? What do you bring in this day? Do you bring the happiness? Do you bring the sharing? Do you bring kindness? What do you have to give in this day? What is the process of your living? What are you armed with in this day? As an Enlightenism teacher, consciousness practitioner, I understand that I am armed with kindness. I am armed with all the values that bring me closer to myself each and every moment and each and every day. I understand what I bring to this life. I understand when I awake during the day and get up to start my morning, I say to myself, I arise in this day whole, perfect, and complete, faceless, formless, and colorless. And I have everything that I will ever need for the journey. There is nothing that is too big in this power that I possess. There is nothing in this day that I cannot give of myself in kindness, in joy, in self-reliance, no matter what is happening in this day. Enlightenism shapes my life, shapes my decision, shapes my day. Do I have days when I call myself on this? Absolutely, I do. Do I have days in which I say, I am not feeling so good, but I know what to do when that happens. What am I bringing into my life when I say, I'm not feeling good? It means to me, I am not comfortable. I am not at peace with this decision that I am going to make. So I'm going to step away from what is happening and see who I am aware of being in this day. Enlightenism applies and gives you the tools so that you understand what Enlightenism means to you in your life. I encourage you to purchase the book Enlightenism. I encourage you to read the affirmations and to read the 10 principles so that you understand when you make a decision, you are coming from a place of wholeness. When you make a decision, you're not praying to some invisible process. You have the power within you. Everyone is born with the power, whether they use it or not. Enlightenism is about a new thought, a new way to live, a new way to think and live. Brother Malcolm and I just don't say this. We practice it. And sometimes we have issues within ourselves of overcoming some of the beliefs that we have stored for so long. And then something happens and you understand, after you have had the time away, asking yourself, who am I aware of being? This is what Enlightenism does. It arms you with asking the questions so that you come from a whole place in any decisions you make, any philosophy that you embrace. You embrace that from a point of wholeness. You embrace that from a point of self-reliance. You understand who you are and why you do what you do. That is what Enlightenism asks you to do. Enlightenism is truly a new way to think and live. Not just in one moment, but in every moment of your life. Remember, the address where you live is not a physical address. It is the address within you, your name, your beingness, so that you take yourself with you everywhere you go. You live in this house. You cannot go anywhere. And you might as well be comfortable in your house. And I know that you can do that with Enlightenism. And now it's time for Brother Malcolm to come. And so I give you author, philosopher, and creator of Enlightenism, Brother Malcolm.
Thank you so much, Sister Carolyn, for
You're
a
so
wonderful
welcome.
introduction, great insights. Folks, you live in your house, your address is in your mind.
Absolutely.
That's where you live, and that's where you come back to every day.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you, Sister Carolyn. I'm Brother Malcolm. I want to share some wonderful Enlightenism insights to you about freeing the mind of illusions, freeing the mind of the illusions about who you are, creating a new awareness of being so that you have power in this new awareness of being. Who are you aware of being? I thought a lot about it before I came on the broadcast today, to think about what is it that really matters to someone, to all of us. What really matters? What is it that we really want in life? If we are consumed by illusions, do we have free will? There's a mind cluttered with illusions of powerlessness and victimization. Do you have free will without overcoming the victimization and the illusions? I say you don't. We don't have free will to free ourselves of the illusions until we cleanse the mind of toxic beliefs and values. We unlearn what others have told us about ourselves. Then free will comes in to create opportunities that you are unaware of. So, for example, throughout history, when we read the history books and so forth, people that sought freedom had limited possibilities of it, restrictions on the mind. So someone may say the first step in freedom is to integrate the bus system in Montgomery, Alabama. So, well, that's freedom. That's a step toward freedom. Is it? Or was it? Was it a step toward freedom when you're using the beliefs that created the system that you're trying to change, and the system is going to remain in place, except you're going to have a more visible role in participating in it, and like the freedom to sit somewhere on a bus? That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a complete realignment of the mind so that your goals become expanded goals, but they can't be expanded if your mind has too many restrictions on it by the illusion. You restrict yourself based upon the beliefs that you have about yourself. So we restrict ourselves. So where's the free will? Well, it's gone. It's lost in the victimization and the powerless. You don't have the free will to change your life until you recognize that there is another power in you that's greater than the one you've been using. And the other power in you, I call it the God consciousness. It's consciousness. It's powerful, limitless power. And when you tap into your other self, the other self in you that you're unaware of, that you have fallen into this pattern that we fall into of feeling that we have to restrict ourselves. We want this little small stuff in life because we're unable to visualize something greater. And when you can't envision something greater, then what happens? Your possibilities are limited by the state of your mind. By the condition of your mind limits your possibilities so that you cannot imagine something greater than what you're doing today for yourself. You may can imagine it for someone else, and you may can accept that someone else is doing is okay, but not you. You were not born to be powerless. Someone taught you how to be powerless. Someone taught you how to restrict your mind by embodying beliefs and values from someone else. Someone told you that the illusion was a reality, that whatever you have been taught is the truth, the sincerity of the information. And I am talking about a different way of thinking about freedom. I'm talking about expanding the mind to see some possibilities that you could never have even imagined in yourself existing. So you have to get to that place where you can envision, imagine something greater than what is happening in your life, and imagine it that it can happen in your life. And that takes time to clear the mind, because many people today are defending their own victimization all the time. So when we believe that we're defending our own victimization, we believe we're powerless. And we're arguing for it because there is this some type of misguided conception that we have about ourselves, that we have to struggle for things in life, and that by and by things are going to get better in the future. There is no future if you're not in it. You live in the present. You're living today. And this is where the moment is. The moment to change or to change your thoughts is in this moment, not in the future. And when you recognize this about yourself, then you understand that there's power. I have many people that I interact with all the time. When something happens to someone, say someone is sick or ill, that happens, people said, I'm going to pray for you. I'm going to pray for you. I've thought about this all of my life. And there were many times that I wanted people to pray for me. I wanted people to pray for me when I was going through some difficult times in my life, that I believe I didn't have the power to change my life. When you recognize that the power that you're praying to is in you, then it gives you a different responsibility about yourself and the lack of recognition that you have about yourself. The lack of recognition you have about the life itself, about the life form. It's going to break down. But it doesn't have to be catastrophic. You can take care of yourself. But if you don't believe it, if you don't believe anything about yourself, then you believe you can party, do all of the things you want to do, drink all the alcohol, use all of the drugs, eat all of the unhealthy foods, and pray yourself back to health. That you can pray. You can ask somebody after you have abused yourself to pray for you to get better. And what I am saying to you today, you can get better by recognizing the cause of the feelings of powerlessness that you have in your life today. Why do you feel a certain way about yourself? I mean, why do you believe that you don't have this power within you? If you're believing in the illusion, somebody told you the power is outside of you, then you're going to have to do this, pray all the time. But if you can accept that the power is in you, in your mind, and then you can say, oh, now that's a different situation. Now, see, people talk about, you read the scriptures and so forth. I'm not the first person to say this, but that the power is within you. Jesus said it in the scriptures. The kingdom of heaven is in you. Simplified message. The kingdom of heaven is in you. The kingdom of heaven is in you. Okay. Why do you want it to be somewhere else? Why do you think it's not where he said it was, and then you claim to believe in the man? And I'm saying that when you discover what he discovered, And he had to discover this awareness of being. And we have the opportunity today, folks, to discover this great power within ourselves so that you understand that you are a powerful person and that when you pray, your prayers are always answered the same. I have given you everything that you need to live successfully in this world. I have given you the power and clarity that you may have abandoned with the beliefs that you received from someone else. I've given you the power to free yourself of the pain and suffering in your life. And when you free yourself of the pain and suffering in your life, then you understand you are greater than the labels that you have been using to restrict your power. And then that's when the free will kicks in. Now you have free will to be that which you want to be. The greatest possibilities in the world belong to you. And when you recognize that simple thing for yourself, then you will understand what Enlightenism is about. Enlightenism is about the power being in you. Enlightenism is a new way to think and live. Enlightenism is awareness of being. That you are whole, perfect, and complete, colorless, faceless, and formless. You have the greater power within you. Go within the power. Go within yourself and understand life itself. Take care of yourself by not abusing yourself with food, alcohol, drugs, and toxic beliefs that demean and devalue you. You are greater than the person you're currently aware of being. I'm Brother Malcolm.
I'm Sister Carolyn.
Thank you for stopping by, folks.
Thanks for listening.